Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. We're gonna be talking Halo. With the turnaround of people's perception of Halo Infinite, wanted to kind of talk about the history of Halo and Xbox and the correlation. How's it going, Psychonauts? How's it going, Boogie? We're gonna talk about this because I've had some interesting thoughts about this and going back to the origins of Xbox all the way through to where we're at current day. I hope all you guys are having a great day. If you're not busy, Psycho, you're more than welcome to join me. All right, guys. So, Halo. Let's get into this. All right, so I wanted to basically talk about this because Halo is all of a sudden on the forefront of everybody's mind right now again. Yeah, people are talking about it. People are actually genuinely getting excited for a Halo game again. I'm seeing a lot of talk. A lot of people have changed their tune. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm seeing people that were worried about Halo all of a sudden excited about it, right? I'm seeing all of this stuff where people that had negative talk about Halo all of a sudden having positive talk. And it kind of, we've never really had that with here. You know, it's mainly been positive about Halo just because I've had faith, and it really hasn't ever been a bad Halo game. But it's just been interesting seeing the perception and people's mindsets turn around. So, and I was thinking, why is that? You know, what is it? Just because of the game? Is there more to this? You know what I mean? So, I think it has to do with Xbox, and that's where we're gonna go with this because there's a correlation between Xbox and Halo that goes back to the first game. And I think that that's where we're at now. I think it's very interesting. So we're going to take back all the way Halo CE. Okay. We'll just go back to we'll start with the one of the better levels. All right, so Halo CE, you have a game that launched with the console. It was the birth of Xbox. How's it going, Le Hellboy, aka Last Ronin? Halo CE, you had the birth of Xbox. You had the birth of Halo, right? They needed a game. They needed a game to do well. They needed a game to surprise people. Something to sell the console, something to put some quality behind the brand. And they went out and they found Halo. They found Bungie and they made a deal, brought this franchise to Xbox. And it was a brilliant move. You're talking about a new console, and this is going where, okay, we have multiple consoles out there that are popular. You know, you have Nintendo, you got PlayStation. It's hard for anybody to come out there, and Sega. Well, I take it back. Was the Dreamcast already gone when the original Xbox comes out? I don't even remember.
No.
I think so.
Yes.
Hey, what's up, dude?
What
Here
up?
you are. I can hear you now. Hold on. What's up, Psycho?
What's up, brother?
I need to turn this down. I need to turn you up. All right, say something.
What's up, everybody?
All right, say something.
Yo, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, there we go. I can hear you.
All right.
It's the headset. Trying to figure out which knob does what, bro. Okay. There we go. Yeah, the Dreamcast was already gone at the time, right?
Yeah, it was pretty much phasing out.
Yeah.
It wasn't being
and
sold
then
anymore.
Right. So you had at the time, you had what, the GameCube?
No, GameCube came out just as the Xbox launched.
Okay. So they're competing with the GameCube. They're competing with PlayStation.
Yeah,
and
PlayStation's already
PC.
been out.
Right. So they had like established brands they're competing against. They got a new console coming out. You needed a big game, right? And Halo came on, and I remember being at my grandparents' house and hearing some of my older cousins, husbands, talk about this game called Halo. And I was a teenager, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, like I gotta check this out because these people, like, I didn't even know they played video games. You know what I mean? Like these my cousins' husbands, I didn't even know they played video games, and they're sitting there talking about this game, talking about how awesome it is. And then my friends came over, and then we played Halo. So, like, Halo had kind of grabbed everybody's attention right out of the gate, right? It became this phenomenon. Then you remember, like, high school kids and then college kids hooking Xboxes together, playing multiplayer matches, and developed this whole thing. And Halo was, like, on top of the world at that time, as far as, like, popularity. People really talking about something new, saying this is the best thing in like shooters right now, all that kind of stuff. What's up, Steel?
Yeah, I mean, if you remember back in like the Xbox, the original Xbox was the first console that had hard drive. It was with Halo, it was the very first console shooter, and they were the ones that were able to like do it properly as versus what PC was having. So I mean, Halo revolutionized a lot of things with Xbox, and that's what gravitated. And then doing LAN parties, that was like, that was the first time that we were able to do co-op, out, with two, so people wouldn't see your screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you had TVs hooked up, and it was really freaking cool.
And it was just like, it did so well that the most anticipated game in gaming was Halo 2. Right? Like, that lasted for years. I remember it was delayed. It was supposed to be like out way before it was. And I remember everybody, so when is Halo 2 ever going to come out? Right? It took them a while. It took them like 5 years, I think, to get that game out. And when it launched, it was like the biggest launch in gaming history. Like it's hard for people to fathom that now with where Halo, like the way people think and talk about Halo, but it was a worldwide phenomenon. Like it was like a Star Wars movie came out, right? Like it was huge. It was massive.
Halo was definitely very massive when it was coming to when the sequel came out. That was like, it was nuts. It was freaking nuts what Halo 2 on the outside of the gaming circle, how big it was.
Am I playing this on Legendary? Oh, I am. That's why I'm getting my ass kicked. Okay.
Oh.
And then we have Halo 2, when it finally came out, it launched with Xbox Live.
Yeah.
So, like, Xbox Live was now a thing. So, you had Halo revolutionizing even more with matchmaking for console and a shooter. The whole system, the leveling up, the whole system they created for Halo 2 Online, and then tying it also to Bungie.net and stat tracking. All of these things was just like next level, right? Like, and Halo 2 popularity lasted online for years.
Yeah, I mean, it gave you the Halo gave us the PC experience on console. Meaning, you know, with the socials, being able to play with other people online matchmaking, and with Bungie.net, we can just compare stats and everything. That was just awesome, like what they did,
Yeah.
and that's what got a lot of people hyped for Halo.
Gaming wasn't as popular even then as it is today, right? But like still, it
Oh yeah.
like Halo was like crazy popular. It was the shooter that everybody played. And again, like younger people kind of just have trouble comprehending this, right? Oh, Halo's just like this old thing, you know, like this is it's dated. These are the things you heard for a long time, right? So we got Halo 2, okay? And then that carried through to the 360, and then we got Halo 3, right? Which was an even bigger launch than Halo 2. And I would say Halo 3, in my opinion, was like Halo became, because of 360's popularity, the 360 was so popular. And you know why it was so popular? People were looking forward to Halo 3, right? People went out there and bought 360s looking forward to Halo 3. There was other great games coming, but people wanted to get Halo, right? Halo was that game everybody was waiting for. And when Halo 3 came out, it was like the #1 shooter again for years. For years.
Oh yeah.
Right?
It was insane. I remember I worked for GameStop for the Halo 3 launch, and that was insane. Yeah, dude, that was insane. I remember, so I pre-ordered Legendary Edition, which came with the Master Chief helmet. That way you can put Halo 1, 2, and 3 into there's like a little compartment where the helmet went over. And so I mean lines and lines. We had TVs set up for people to playing Halo 1 co-op through that, because they didn't use Wi-Fi at the time, so they didn't want them, you know, get on their security. Anyways, but it was just insane. Just like people, the GameStop was ordering pizzas. I mean, it was a big thing. And I lived in Florida, and where my GameStop wasn't big, and we were doing this. I can only imagine what the bigger stores are doing, and what kind of. I mean, you saw the parties for Halo 3 for launch. That was insane.
Yep.
So, I mean, there's lines. I mean, the line for Halo 3 was the biggest I've seen outside of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Yep. So that was the next thing I was going to talk about, because okay, so after Halo 3, you had Halo 3 ODST, which was like an expansion that was really good and popular, but it was like different. It wasn't like because it didn't have like that online, you know, thing to it. It had Firefight, but it was still popular, but it wasn't like the next big Halo, right? So then you had Call of Duty came out. Now Call of Duty had already been a thing, right? Because you had Call of Duty 2, you had Call of Duty 3, right? But in the meantime, you had Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. That was funny. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare came out. Now, what people don't realize is they took a lot of things from Halo to make that game what it was, right? And as far as like the online systems and matchmaking, going from match to match, you know, there's a lot of reasons why that game took off, from things that they kind of invented with the Halo franchise, and they did it their own style. And now Call of Duty, I loved it too back then. Like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, it like changed gaming as well, right? Now what happened is people got so used to that they like started looking at Halo like, oh, you know, this is like kind of old school now, like because people are starting to compare. People are starting to compare things, which is like really can't really compare a military style shooter that has a quick quick kill time type shooter like that to Halo. It's a completely different style game, but people just kind of associated this style with being old, even though it's just different, right?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you had a change in people's mindset because of the popularity of Call of Duty. And when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out, being multi-platform is another key why it was so popular. Because it's not only console, but it's PC, it's PlayStation, it's Xbox, you know, like it just is easy for something to gain so much popularity like that. What's up, Bob? What's up, country gentlemen?
Yeah,
so
and it was. I'm sorry. I was gonna say it was a modern game. It wasn't. It did take place in World War II, where a lot of the shooters for console, where a lot of them were World War II games, and this was a fresh breath there. So that also was the reason why it got as popular as it did.
100%. Yeah, and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
And it was another game that had a good campaign. It had good multiplayer, right? It had all of that, kind of like Halo, right? So.
Exactly.
Then the next Halo is where things get interesting, because at this time we already hear rumblings that Bungie doesn't really want to make another Halo game anymore. They want to become independent, right? We also hear rumblings of not knowing exactly like what the next Halo game is going to be. And then they announced Halo Reach, right?
Yeah.
And at this time, this Halo Reach is in a Call of Duty world. So now you have this comparison, okay? And people in Halo as well starts, maybe taking some things from other games, right? So you see like them implement like loadouts, right? Like abilities, you see them start doing different stuff like that, and trying to retain that popularity level. But it had been a while since they had a Halo game, and this was not a mainline Halo game because this was a prequel, right? So it had no chief. So you had first off, as a different style game multiplayer wise because of the abilities. You had no chief in the campaign, and then also you had Call of Duty being on top of the world. And then you also had not knowing like the future of Bungie at this point with Halo, right? So there was like some differences in the air at this point, right? People were so high on Call of Duty. Now this is another thing, like with the way Call of Duty is now, like Call of Duty is popular, but like in the mindset of the way people talk about it, it's not as popular as it was then, because there was no doubting that Call of Duty at the time was just absolutely amazing, right? Like it was the shooter at that current time for sure. And I'm not talking about sales wise. I'm talking about just like quality. I mean, you had your Infinity Ward at the top of their game, right? This is Vince Zampella, that whole team, right? Just like at the top of their game, making amazing Call of Duty games, right? So you had this. Yep. Well, they all left to form Respawn, right?
Yeah. No, but I was going to say Infinity Ward was with Call of Duty was the best. So what was it? Sledgehammer came in afterwards. Treyarch didn't have the best track record, if you remember, with Call of Duty games.
Yeah, so they didn't, because they had done the Call of Duty's
3,
yeah,
which was pretty much a copy and paste of 2, because I remember that ending, and that ending was pretty much the same, and I was just like, "Are you serious?" Coming from Modern Warfare, this is the next game, they come out with, and that was Activision. Yeah. It was not fared well. But when Modern Warfare 2 came out, it was Infinity Ward again, and it was insane. It blew up. So, yeah, that's where Infinity Ward was the best Call of Duty studio that Activision had.
They pretty much invented Call of Duty, right? The same team had actually invented Medal of Honor before, which was before that was the best military shooter. And then they would go on and invent Call of Duty, became the best military shooter. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was the best game at the time, right? Modern Warfare 2 just took it to another level. I mean, you had people that were never gamers playing this game, right? It was crazy. So the Reach came out in that environment, right? So it had, with no chief as well, it just had a lot of going against it. Now with the game was great, right? Like the game was great, the story was great. It was another great Bungie game, and it was the first, what I would say, like mainline Halo game to not feature chief, right? Which was interesting.
Correct.
But it was overall, I think it. If you play it now, the Master Chief Collection, and you compare it to the other games, it's like, oh wow, this is like stands above the rest, right? But it just, the timing was weird for that game. You know, it was just kind of weird. So then you had, this was also towards the end of it was at the peak, I think, of the 360, but when everybody was playing Call of Duty, then you had the turnaround. You had 343 be formed. Bungie says goodbye to Xbox. They go off and do their own thing, and now you have a different world. Okay, you have the 360 ending, get closer to the end of its life, when Xbox had also gone more with this whole Connect thing, right? They're starting to this whole Connect thing. They start this transition within Xbox, and they stop making as many first-party games at that time. You had cancellations. You had like stuff like Fable Legends get announced. You know, you heard things like Peter Molyneux talking about Project Milo. You know, all of these things, right? And Bungie's gone. 343 is formed, and their first game is going to be Halo 4, right?
Yep.
Still on the 360. But people are just so like, okay, now people are getting sick of Halo. You know, Bungie's gone. We don't need another company to make our Halo game. You know what I mean? We're just all playing Call of Duty and Battlefield now. You know, like what are you doing, guys? And Halo 4 came out, and people were just ready to not like it, right?
Yeah.
People, it just had so much against it from people. You could hear talk on gaming websites and all these different things. Now, it has had a lot of excitement because this was the next big Halo game, but just the way that people were talking about it was like in this negative way, with like, can they live up to this? Can 343 make a Halo game? Blah blah blah, all this stuff, right? And then it came out, and guess what? It was like the best looking 360 game, period. Right? Graphically astounding. The story was excellent. People loved the story in Halo 4. People complained again about the multiplayer, which if I would go back and play, I think it actually is better than what people gave it credit for. But it definitely didn't knock people's socks off as far as like changing their mindset, right? People were just so done with it at that point, I think.
Yeah.
And that carried through that whole 360 era going into Xbox One. 343, that carried through into the next gen Xbox One console and Halo 5. And that was, in my opinion, Xbox at its lowest point. They had lost their way, and Halo 5 came out, and really, even though commercially successful, because video games are more successful and popular than ever before, but as far as people's mindsets, like, just, that was like, okay, they failed. That's what people think. That's what people thought. Reviews didn't say that. Right? If you play the game itself, you know, can have complaints over the story and stuff, but like, it graphically again was like a masterpiece. Like, still looks absolutely gorgeous. The multiplayer was a blast to a lot of people. They thought it was really fun, but people were just so done with it. I think, like the mainstream. I'm not talking about hardcore Halo players. I'm talking about the mainstream. We're so done with it. But this weird thing is happening, Psycho. It's like with the low point of Xbox was the low point for Halo, right? And it's like Xbox has seen this reinvigoration of excitement, this reinvigoration of popularity again right now. And then you see what happened at E3 with Halo Infinite, where people were so ready to hate on Halo again. You could feel it. People are just ready to hate it. But guess what? They didn't. They didn't.
No,
and this is the
opposite, actually.
This is the first time I've seen this reaction to Halo since Halo 3.
Yeah,
at the height of the 360 era.
Yeah, I was actually watching a lot of like reaction to the Halo event, and when it got to the Halo 3, everybody lost their freaking minds. Like, Halo's back. It feels like the original Halo. It looked so good, and it blended old school with the new school that everyone liked. So, you know, you got the old school Halo players agreeing that they like it, and you got the new school players of Halo, and they're like, we like it. And that's like the first time that with a Halo game that this has happened.
Yep.
You know, especially with, you know, because Halo 5, the old school guys didn't like it. New school guys did. So when we saw that multiplayer showcase, oh my God, that was just so exciting. I got hyped, and we weren't the only ones. I mean, if you watch our freaking reaction to that show, we were losing our minds.
Yeah, I almost fell out of my chair.
Yeah. I mean, that was just so good. And then getting afterwards, finding out now big team battle is 12v12.
Yeah.
I was like, holy
They
smokes.
followed up with a whole overview, like explaining, oh my gosh, dude. I'm gonna have to turn it down. I'm gonna have to turn the difficulty down. I didn't want to, but it's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, I play on heroic.
Yeah, usually that's what I play on.
Yeah, the only time I try to play like legendary, but I feel froggy, and then I quickly like, oh crap. Like, it's not easy. Legendary is not easy, but you get different endings when you beat. That's the thing. Another thing with Halo, you beat the game on legendary, you get a whole different ending.
Yep. Which is crazy.
Which no other video game shooter at least did that. That you've played on the hardest difficulty, you know, you get a different ending. You know, it hasn't been done.
So why do you think this turnaround is happening? Because people are so quick to get negative about Halo. Sub Rick Payne, sub Anime.
I think the turnaround is because in July we saw what the state of that was just single player, and we had no idea what multiplayer. A lot of people were like, why haven't they hadn't said anything yet of multiplayer? You know, we were worried. And then when what they showed, it was like, oh my God, it was like a fresh breath of air. It looked amazing. And, you know, like I said, you know, blending the old school with new school. It was with now adding a couple abilities like Ricochet, Energy Blast back to people. That was freaking an awesome element. Now adding, adding that grapple hook, being able to grapple jack and with the sniper shot, like there's just a lot of cool things that they're adding to make it different and unique from other shooters that that's, you know, it's back to how Halo was. And that's what, to me, why everybody is like really excited.
Yeah, it's almost like, for me, I think people are excited about Xbox again, so they're therefore now getting excited about Halo.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh
like,
yeah. Yeah, that's
and
100%.
it's like there's this correlation, because if you go with like the Halo games that were not as popular, it kind of like went with the popularity of Xbox as well, right? Like it's kind of like this perfect correlation line of like where the 360 at its peak with Halo 3, you know what I mean, going through to Reach, and then the kind of mindset from like with the Don Matrick era, right, going through from like Halo 4 and 5 and stuff, right? Like it's just kind of interesting now to see, okay, Xbox has things firing on all cylinders again right now. Joe Staten is even back with 343.
Yeah.
You know, it's just this whole weird thing happening now where, you know, Xbox is kind of got their groove back, and so does Halo. Right? And the excitement, what is so happy for me to see is like, even though like you have, in my opinion, we see a lot of people flip-flopping on their mindset and their attitude and opinions on things because they're following the excitement now when there was really no reason to be worried before. So that's one thing I've noticed. But that being said, like, I'm okay with that because I'm sick of people being negative for no reason, right?
Yeah.
Because that can kill games. When you like have people just constantly talking negatively about something just because it's the popular thing to do, then that can carry through to like the masses, right? Like people expect, oh, I shouldn't think this is cool, right? I shouldn't like this anymore because people are telling me that it's lame, right? And really, like, so there's really never been a bad Halo game, you know what I mean? But like people act like they were like the worst games ever made, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see like how, you know, like when that Eric Lynn thing came out and everybody's just so quick to jump on that negative bandwagon like so fast.
Yeah.
It was insane. Like people that, like, even in our community that I respect, are just so quick to like talk negatively about Halo, like, and saying how worried they are, you know what I mean, and that there's trouble at 343, all of these things, right? And guess what, that can have negative impacts on games, right? It can have negative impacts on, it's had negative impacts on games because people's mindsets are basically what they hear. Like if they hear things enough, they're just going to believe it to be true.
Yeah.
But now after just this E3 showcase, they were proven wrong, right? They're not, nobody's acknowledging that. Nobody's acknowledging that they were wrong. They're just now acting like they weren't ever worried about Halo to begin with, right? That they knew it was going to be great, that they weren't concerned, you know. And but like I said, that's okay. That doesn't bother me as much. It's just interesting, right? Because you see the talking point shift.
Yeah, I mean, with the, at least with the Series X, the shift with popularity is being seen not within the community, also within the media, excluding some that we won't mention. But yeah, and it's just, you know, things are going right for Xbox, and then E3 happened, and that impressive showcase that they had fortifies. Okay, Xbox is doing things right. You know, the Halo Infinite under Joe Staten's leadership is looking like the old school, and that's where I feel where the old school, you know, feelings coming from. He had his input. You know, he liked the story, and I guarantee that like let's do it this way, tell it this way, and that's where why we're getting that old school Halo feeling from, because it's just uh, I got very excited for what I saw, and even the single player campaign, that little bit of video that did show, I was just like, wow, um, night and day difference between what we saw back in June of last year to what we just saw now.
Yeah.
It's just it's almost like they put textures back onto on Master Chief. Like that was definitely missing. Like a lot of people have been saying, like, what they showed is like, it's a brand new freaking engine. That's what it was. They were messing around with it. Why they showed us what it is, what they did in June, could just solely just be on the fact that they wanted to show gameplay, and then don't worry about it. I think that they did that and they delayed it purposely, and because they knew that it wasn't ready. So when it's better for the everybody out there, us gamers, say, the game does not look ready, and then delay, then just come out straight delaying it, and people don't know why. They were. This is okay. Here's the state of Halo. We know what we need to do, and they delayed it, and I think it was, to me at least, I think it was.
Yeah. They did address they addressed some of the feedback with the Halo Waypoint blog and all that kind of stuff, right? And it was, they said at the time that they knew about a lot of the issues, right? So, but the people that were talking mostly positive about Halo at the time and trying to defend it were saying the things that Eric Lynn even corroborated, that the engine was not complete yet. It was missing features when they showed that game. Therefore, there was no real reason to be concerned, right?
Yeah.
Because they're still implementing things, and
exactly.
That's why the games say "in progress." Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's with all new. That's with all engines. It's always upgrading and updating, and this is the brand new. The Slip engine is brand new from scratch. Because what was the Halo from what? Reach through Halo 5 was on the original Halo 1 engine, so they needed an upgrade. They needed a new engine regardless.
Yeah, oh for sure.
So and to me, what we saw, it looked great. Detail, it looked exactly how pretty much what everyone's complaint was. It was addressed. And that's what got people excited. That's why they went with the single player first when they showed it, then went into with the multiplayer, and we're like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, and everyone's like, look at Bomber. He's like, I'm not a big Halo guy, but I'm gonna play it. Same thing with Pong. He's not a massive Halo fan, and guess what? He's gonna check it out because he was hyped for what he saw. And that's what a lot of people, new and old to the Halo universe, that's what they're very excited about.
And it's free to play.
Yeah, and that too. That's a huge thing. That's a huge. Now you're in the likes of what is it? Fortnite and PUBG. With popularity with being free to play, and I think we're definitely, with this move, see a very. They have what, a 10-year plan for this game.
Yeah, that was what they kept saying.
As long as we get concept updates, within multiplayer content, either single player updates, however they're gonna, because it's different now. Because Halo Infinite, story-wise, is not like a linear path as the previous title. So that's a new too. it's kind of like semi-open world, so you can still do the main mission to be linear, or you can stop off, do some side missions here and there. I wonder how,
shit.
you know, that's what I would like to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
Did you just steal
be interesting.
Sergeant Sniper?
Was that?
You just stole Sergeant Sniper?
I did, yeah. He's gonna die anyway. Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah, if you haven't played the Halos yet, sorry. Not our fault. They've been out for 20 years.
I wonder how many people are going to be going back to this Master Chief Collection and playing the original Halo games that have never played them.
Oh, yeah, especially with the title updates that they're going to be doing to Master Chief Collection. Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely going to get...
oh, shit.
Because tomorrow, Season 7 goes live.
Ooh, that's tomorrow, right? Is
Yeah,
that,
so
other stuff go live tomorrow? I mean, that stuff's public now, right?
No, tomorrow. Well,
I mean, public knowledge. Tomorrow.
Yeah, they're putting it out there that it goes live tomorrow. So embargo lives tomorrow too. Yay!
Yeah, some cool stuff happening with Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, I can't wait. Especially when we start playing co-op. Oh, buddy.
Jasper says it's the 23rd.
I thought it was tomorrow. I thought it was the 22nd. Let's see. Let me go to Halo Waypoint. I thought I was just on Halo Waypoint today. Let's see.
It's awesome seeing a world where now everybody's assuming that Halo Infinite's gonna be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's so different. Like before E3, it's like we're sitting there like telling everybody, "Hey, don't worry, it's gonna be great." Now everybody else is like on board with that. Jasper says Sea of Thieves is the 22nd. Thanks, Jasper.
Okay. I wonder what I was. Maybe the embargo.
Only a day off.
Maybe the embargo lifts tomorrow for me. Maybe that's what it is that I read.
Hotel Zanzibar.
Yeah.
The underrated Halo game is ODST.
Oh yeah, that's great. It's freaking so much fun. Definitely, playing co-op with your buddy, doing waves. Kind of like, Horde, zombies for Call of Duty, Horde for Gears of War. That was pretty much right. I think it was before. It was before all that too, was it not? ODST wasn't it before Call of Duty Black Ops, or World at War? I mean.
ODST, I don't know.
Let's see.
It was only like a year after Halo 3, I think, or maybe. I'm gonna switch to ODST.
So that was 2009.
Halo 5 was just such a departure. It was like they were trying, for me personally, they were trying too much to be like that Call of Duty style game that everybody wanted, right?
Okay, so it came out a year later. Okay, so that was pretty much.
When did Modern Warfare come out?
Well, no,
of
Call of
Duty.
Duty World at War came out in 2008, and that had zombie. The first one had zombies. So it was less than a year.
Duty 4 Modern Warfare came out in 2007. Halo 3 came out in 2006, right? Halo 3 came out in 2007.
Yeah.
Before Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And then ODST was, yeah. So it's interesting, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of following that timeline with the popularity of Halo and how it correlated to also Call of Duty. I think people are kind of getting over Call of Duty now. They've kind of lost their way. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, especially talks going back to World War II, regardless of what, if it's the end of World War II into like the Korean War, where a lot of people are speculating, but even then, you know, it's like a lot of people don't want the old style weapons anymore. They're not, you know, when they went.
They're less customizable.
When you go toward when Modern Warfare came out, just before Cold War, that was huge. That exploded because it was a new take. It was Modern Warfare, so it was back into the graces of after World War II. Wasn't it World War II was the last Halo or Call of Duty game prior to the newer Modern Warfare?
Yeah.
So people are excited about that. And then when Cold War came out, they had semi-modern weapons, but
so what I'm talking about, Jasper, I'm not talking about like how popular something is to play. I'm talking about what you hear when people talk about something. There's so much negativity about Call of Duty now than it ever has been before. Even though people play it because it's like a good free-to-play experience and it's better than some of the other ones, and also they're going to keep buying Call of Duty just because it's like a big popular multi-platform shooter. It's still going to be crazy popular. It's still going to probably sell #1. But there's like this negative vibe out there about Call of Duty that wasn't there at the time of like Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, in those games. That was when it was ascending, right, into becoming this monster thing, and they've done so good making it this massive popular franchise, but there's a lot of problems right now with Call of Duty that the mainstream is maybe not as aware of, but the hardcore are really starting to speak up about.
Yeah.
Like Halo 5 was #1 selling Halo game, right, at the time.
But it wasn't but it just wasn't well received within gamers, like the established Halo gamers, I should say.
Right. It's still a low point. Like I think Call of Duty is getting to a lower point, even though it's still popular and selling more than ever. It's descended into this like. It's just so generic.
Yeah. Well, now you're possibly Activision is not releasing the new Call of Duty, and possibly doing what was a Modern Warfare 2 remake multiplayer in its place. And that was the last thing I heard. I was like, I hope that's not the case. If Activision is pulling Call of Duty because of bad with the well, I should say rumor of it going back to World War II, and then the rumor came surface up that they're possibly holding this game back and allowing Modern Warfare 2 come out remastered. I don't think that'd be enough for Call of Duty fans to buy it. I mean, they might, but also at the same time, they might just say, you know, they might skip it, and you know, and with Halo coming out, people are excited.
Well, I'll tell you this: like, Call of Duty is still gonna sell like crazy no matter what, right? Like, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not people gonna get played as much. You know what I mean? Like, Warzone is played a lot because it's like a decent free to play experience, but like Black Ops was the last Black Ops, the last one that came out, like Cold War. It's still popular, but it's not reaching that level of hype and excitement that people still had when they were playing like Modern Warfare 2 and stuff, you know?
No. Well, plus people are getting, you know, also myself is getting sick and tired. I don't want to download like almost 200 gigs of data. It's like they need better file compression, and they need to, you know, like, I don't know, like they're doing things not smart, but I don't know. They're just losing. A lot of players just losing faith with Activision and with what
I feel like when I play Call of Duty now, I feel like I'm playing a business model. Like I'm playing a business model, not a game. You know, this is their platform. You know, like it still needs to feel like a game that has like a soul. You know, like it's like lost that for me. And I think it's losing that for a lot of people. I think Halo has more chance than ever. Ever since Call of Duty has been at the peak of popularity to gain a lot of ground.
Yeah. It's I mean, I see really Call of Duty has not been spoken about really since when Battlefield 6 has been hyped throughout the summer, and then when we saw the release trailer, put aside that it's only multiplayer, and like me personally, I like that it's multiplayer this way, because the single player like is not. It's been pretty good, but I don't mind that it's just multiplayer. And when that trailer came out, oh my god! Especially at Xbox's showcase, that showed us more gameplay of this multiplayer. That looked amazing. That also got people hyped, and I have not heard really outside of, you know, some people in the community that, you know, are excited for Call of Duty, but I don't hear it. I heard Halo and Battlefield 6 or Battlefield 20.
A lot of people are excited for Battlefield, and I am too.
Yeah. So, and the times are changing. You know, shifting of the guards. It happens all the time. I mean, you looked at modern, like, it was Medal of Honor was very popular back in the day, even when Battlefield was around. You know, and Call of Duty was all right, but Medal of Honor was the top. And then to me, I think when Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare came out, I think that took over. And Medal of Honor, that last attempt that they did, it was good, but it wasn't good enough. Modern Warfare was that much more popular with the community that's why we have not seen Medal of Honor since.
That's also why you haven't seen a lot of new shooter spin-offs. Like, now new franchises that are trying to do that because it's just like such an unsurmountable thing to capture that much of the audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
ODST is so good, bro.
Oh, for a second there, it sounded like we got disconnected.
Just walking around with my pistol.
Nice. Yeah, we played this one night with the blue and Pong.
Wait, the firefight?
Was it the blue? Who were we playing
We
with?
played with 3-bit.
Yeah, so it was 3-bit Pong.
Oh, wait, did Blue joined us, I think. I don't know. Remember playing with... Did Pong play this with us?
Yeah, I believe it was Pong. Or was it... no, was that freaking Cyber Gunther?
Oh, Cyber Gunter joined us, yeah.
Okay, that was Cyber Gunther. I knew there was the three of us.
Yeah, Medal of Honor VR won an Oscar, yeah. And again, Respawn. Okay, Jasper, that was Respawn. Respawn won that. So, okay, that's Vince Sampella and those guys, right? They made Medal of Honor VR. Crazy, right? We've come full circle. Because that's the heart of Respawn came from Infinity Ward. When basically they didn't want to be controlled by Activision anymore and to what they're doing. They went and formed their own studio. A lot of the high ups at Infinity Ward left. They formed Respawn. They created Titanfall,
which is to me one of the best modern new shooters in a very long time. New, it was different, and I loved it. I loved it. I know a lot of people didn't like it because it didn't have campaign, but again, what are you doing 90% of the time when you play a game like that? It's not for its campaign, it's for its multiplayer. And that's what, it was our first crack, and that's what they gave us. And then that's why in 2, they gave us a great story. And that's why now everybody's anticipating 3. But and the level of... I'll say I can't hear you right now.
I'm just listening.
Oh, okay. But yeah, and I think that's everyone was giving up on 343, and then seeing this trailer, and it was just a trailer. I mean, it was a good trailer, but it was just a trailer at the end of the day, and it just got everybody excited at the future of what Halo is going to be, and that's why everyone is Xbox is doing great, and being in Game Pass and multiplayer is free. So and
it's on PC day 1 too.
Yeah. So it's
unusual
huge.
Launch for Halo. It'd be massive.
Yeah, I agree.
We've been saying this for a long time.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be the biggest Halo release ever. Things like that.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be one of the best that they've done.
Like after that whole Eric Lynn thing came out, we made a video basically telling people to relax.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People wanted to hype up. It was just somebody wanted to stir the pot so they can sell themselves, and that's all that was. And it really at the expense of this guy, and it was sad. what they did, what that person did, what he said, and what he released about Eric there. And Eric came back and was like, "Bro, like the game is fine. The engine just needs to be, is just being worked on. It's a brand new engine. Don't worry about it, you know." And what we saw, what I saw, I was like, okay, there is nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about right now for Halo. In my opinion, it's in good hands now. 343 found its direction. It's found its heading, and it's to me, it looks like they're full steam ahead to give us a great experience.
If it is successful and becomes popular, that's going to do wonders for Xbox.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, you're seeing people that are not Xbox fans picking up Xboxes. I mean, you see it. You're seeing it, right? You're seeing the momentum, the E3 effect, or what a lot of people are calling it. Like, what they saw gave them hope. Like, okay, all right, this is what you're giving us this year. Holy shit! Okay, this is and that's not, and they didn't even touch every single game that's coming out this year. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I mean, we all have our theories, but I think sometime this summer or towards the fall, we'll have a 20th anniversary event showcasing, what's going to be coming out this year, and just
there will be some kind of 20th anniversary event. I mean, there has to be, and we'll probably get something shown there. Who knows exactly what they're going to show, but I would guarantee you Halo will be a big part of that show, because it's not just the 20th anniversary of Xbox, also 20th anniversary of Halo as well. So it's a big moment for Xbox, and you're going to see everything come full circle. It's interesting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely see, and I'm guaranteed that whatever what game, I mean, we haven't seen Perfect Dark, we haven't seen Avowed. There's a couple other games that we haven't seen that is it almost ready, because they've been in talks and room with a lot of the talks that they've been in development for a little bit of time. Are we going to see something at maybe the Video Gaming Awards? That would be one place to show, something like Perfect Dark or Avowed. Because, if there are 2022, 2023 launch, it's at the end of the year. So it ties into that 18 months, road for Xbox, per se. So definitely a good times being an Xbox player again.
Yeah, well, the launch of Master Chief Collection, I mean, you're talking about a completely different thing, too. And I mean, the multiplayer worked. It's just people were not happy with the way that there's frame rate issues in some of the games. Like, there's just little weird things here and there that kind of made it not a smooth experience. The multiplayer, even though you could load into the games, it just kind of was weird how it all was implemented.
Mm-hmm.
They ironed a lot of that out, but you're talking about a collection of, like, at the time it was 4, I think, was all over there. So
no.
4 games at the time at launch, right?
And no, in the very beginning it was just 1, 2, and 3.
It wasn't even 4?
No, 4 was not announced, because I bought the Master Chief Collection. There's only Halo 1, 2, and 3, and and that was it. Not even ODST. And then when they went back and fixed the issues, and I believe that's when Game Pass was being implemented as well, and that's when they released ODST and Halo 4 included free of charge into the Master Chief Collection.
I thought it was Reach and ODST that was added. I thought 4 was part of it.
No, Reach might have been there, but ODST...
Reach wasn't for sure. Reach was added later. I know that. I think it was Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then ODST and Reach came later.
No, 4 was... I know 4 was not in there. But let me just double check.
It was a collection, and they had to do a lot of different things, and like it's not the same as like just like a one mainline Halo game. And now that being said, is there going to be online issues potentially at launch? The big online games typically, even some of the biggest and best, have some issues. So, but people may overreact because it's Halo. Yeah, it was Jasper's. It was 1, 2, 3, and 4 out of the gate. Yeah. ODST and Reach was added later. Yeah. That's what I remember. Because there's Master Chief Collection. Those are Master Chief games.
Okay, then that's what. Then okay, that was mistaken. I knew one game was released. I don't remember if it was Reach or 4. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I remember. Like 4 just looks so freaking good. It's still like graphics wise. Like if you play 4 and it's like graphically it just blows you away sometimes. You have to like stop playing the game and just stop and look at the scenery. I forget, in ODST, I'm playing as the rookie, I think, right?
Rookie, I think so.
I had a action figure from Toys R Us, the rookie action figure. One of my dogs chewed his arm off.
No. No, that's not good.
They need to do more with stories like this. And it's like, I don't really know why they haven't. Just because popularity dipped a little bit, maybe, or something. You know, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, those are gonna definitely be some network issues, Jasper. And not only that, it's free to play. You know, you're gonna have more players get on day one than they've ever before in Halo, you know? Or any Xbox online game, I bet, period. Because you're not talking about, like, it's going to be on Xbox One, it's going to be on Series X, Series S, it's going to be on PC, it's going to be available on xCloud via mobile, it's going to be on people that have set-top boxes or plays that can play the app. I mean, whatever it's available on, it's going to be people accessing it that way, right? Web browsers on PC, right? Like, there's going to be people playing it all these different ways. It's going to be insane to see how the servers hold up. They just better be prepared. For Halo, it's better for them to go way above what their expectations are, just so they don't screw it up. But even then, you sometimes run into bugs that are unanticipated.
Yeah, there'll be some
For the
bugs,
online.
I think they're gonna have a very. I think they're gonna try for a very smooth experience. They're gonna dedicate a lot of servers for this game because it is now free to play. I think um, the warm reception, what they saw at E3, definitely solidified that they. I mean, they've been working on it for a year, so they definitely. And we, I mean, we've heard rumors that multiplayer's been done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with this flight test that's going to be coming out soon, I'm hoping, wish, first week of either the first week of July is what I'm hoping.
For the flight test.
The flight test, but that's 4th of July weekend, so they might not do that. So it might be the week after. So the second week of July, we possibly get the flight test, and who knows? It could be for more than just a weekend. It could be, possibly for a week, and then see how that X amount of people are on and how those stress tests and everything else before they do a public or open beta. That I do believe will be later this year. That possibly could be, maybe late August, early September for an open beta.
I wonder if we'll get a Halo 3 anniversary. Or not anniversary, because that's already passed, but a Halo 3 like remastered or something. Or you know what would be nice? Just Halo Master Chief Collection, just a big update, just a massive one to again.
Yeah,
with like updating all the games with like next gen features, right? I know they already have done like a lot with some of that, but I mean like textures even, right?
Yeah. I mean we already saw an improvement already in multiplayer when we're playing Halo 2 anniversary that one day. All of us were like, hold on.
Yeah.
Unknowns of each other, like we all like we see it, and then you say like, hey, did Halo get updated? And we're all like, I was just thinking that. 3 bits at it, and we were like, holy crap, it looks like it got a visual upgrade. So I definitely see something, possibly something coming down the lines of
one game at a time. Start with one and then go to 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Reach 5. 5 hasn't seen anywhere near as much treatment as Master Chief Collection. Like,
yeah,
we need
5
to do some work with
that's already pushing the that engine to its max. So unless they are somehow able to put it onto the Slipspace engine and it's running on Slipspace, then yes, I can see Halo 5 getting an update graphically. But
I didn't know that.
If they don't, I don't.
Well, they can use leftover resources or something on the console itself. Maybe, I don't know how that shit works.
Yeah, me and 3-bit have talked about it, and he's, because I asked him, the same question, like, are they gonna, be able to do a Halo 5 like graphically update? And he's like, right now, that old engine is at its max. You can't, unless they, like I said, he port it over to Slipspace engine, and then possibly we can see an upgrade, which would be really cool. Yeah, personally.
It'd be cool if they could move all of this into the Slipspace engine. If it's based on some of the same market, I don't know how engines work, but I imagine if it's Halo, then maybe they made it compatible. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they wouldn't make an engine where they couldn't utilize the other Halos in it. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't, corner themselves like that. If you want to say it like that, they'll definitely try to make it compatible. So we could very well see something, coming.
How about Master Chief Collection Slip Space Edition?
Yeah, when they do something along the lines, there will be talks. There would be they'll probably have flight tests again for it to make sure there's no bugs porting the game over, because it's a brand new engine, and that's something that they can work out. So there'll probably be flight tests for that. And we saw season 6, the flight test for season 6. That was the introduction of a new map. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To Halo 3. So you know what I mean. So it's like they're working on it. So those games are not dead.
I would actually like to see more franchises get that kind of support, that the Xbox did. But here's why: like a lot of these franchises that are only living on 360 right now, or before, this online is gonna get shut down on them. Like, but if we get Xbox One or Series X versions of these games, they're gonna live on for a long time.
Oh,
for example, like Splinter Cell Conviction. You can still play it right now online. Co-op, amazing. But not for long. When is that supposed to happen?
What's that?
The server shut down 360?
End of the year. End of the year, the 360 servers is shut down. But that's insane. It just shows the commitment Xbox has for the Halo community. You know what I mean? So it's like, so it's definitely it's great to see.
It's still popular on 360. Halo 3. Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think that is isn't Halo the last of that generation? So that would be what the.
Well, Reach was on 360 and 4.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's the last generation for the console having online support. I think that's the last 360s. Those games this year will be the last of that support.
Yeah.
Did we ever try to see if like Rainbow Vegas? Is it New Vegas? If they
yeah, I think they're still working, but we'd have to play them like before the end of the year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I wonder if they have something along servers. I don't know if they're gonna keep the servers going or not.
Oh yeah, Jasper.
Just good
They should
times.
just leave like one lone server up.
Right.
Oh, the fucker blew up in my face. I don't remember Halo being this hard. Playing on normal, I think. Suck now.
So, any gaming news that I missed?
I didn't really see anything.
Yeah, I haven't been on.
It's
Twitter.
right after E3, so you know it's gonna be a little weak for a little while.
Yeah, I got an email from Halo Waypoint, and I got excited, and because I thought it was the invitation for Halo Infinite, and it was just stating that there's a flight test for Halo Infinite. I was like, oh, you sons! I was like, you guys are messing with us now, aren't you? And that was just the other day, so I feel that something's coming down the line soon.
Yeah, I think they put something out about it on Twitter.
Oh, really nice. I forgot what time it was.
$7:30.
Oh,
8:30 your
8:30.
time.
Yeah, it just my day's just been all woven together the last couple days. So I haven't really um I haven't really played anything.
Oh yeah, what have you been doing? Just hanging out?
Yeah, just pretty much like watching TV.
I watched 3 movies yesterday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of what's it called? Hell's Kitchen for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, right on.
Just calling people donkeys.
Idiot sandwich.
And I watched the episode 2 of Loki. Oh, Oh,
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh.
I know. I can't wait till we start Farm Pap back up whenever we pick a date.
Maybe we'll
One,
shoot for like
because I know that
Wednesday.
I know 3-bit. You know, right now he's just chilling out, and so. But I'll love.
Xbox Game Pass Ultimate 3-month cards are on sale on Amazon. Save $15. Nice.
Oh well. So $30. That's not bad. So it's pretty much buy 2 months,
You
get
get month free.
month free of Ultimate. It's not bad. Might have to pick up one of those.
How am I supposed to go?
That I don't know, my friend.
Ah, here we go. Oh, that's right. These things.
What's that? What's these things?
Like alien things. Like flying balls.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm playing as Buck. Forget.
Yeah, I got excited when with multiplayer, with those. I thought, well, I mean, it's not ODST, but uh, Noble Team, the whole little conspiracy that we had. I would be so excited if that's like the thing that they're working on is like an ODST style with Noble reach prior,
Yeah, that'd be pretty
to
sick.
Noble. Yeah. So everyone is around still. If it's like a prequel to, because wasn't there? I don't remember if it had any ties in with Halo, but I think it was on the PS2 and the original Xbox, but it's called Oni. Do you remember that? Wasn't that a subsidiary of what Halo with the Master Chief and everything? It's the secret organization.
Oni is like basically the secret intelligence or special branch of the UNSC
Yeah,
that
but wasn't
is like
Oni the game? Wasn't that like a sub story of that?
there a Oni
It-
game?
yeah, there was an Oni game, but I don't remember if that had anything to do uh, with the Halo universe.
I don't think so. I'm gonna look that up. I don't remember anything like
It's
that.
Oni is a third-person action video game developed by Bungie West, a division of Bungie, released in 2001. So this was before Halo was even, I believe, was introduced. So this is like Bungie.
Developers Bungie, Rockstar Toronto, and the Omni Group.
Yeah.
Oni is a 30% exclusive. Bungie West only game. The events of Oni take place in or after the year 2032. In the game, Earth is so polluted that little of it remains habitable. To solve international economic crises, all nations have combined into a single entity, the World Coalition Government. The government is totalitarian, telling the populace that what are actually dangerous toxic regions are wilderness preserves, and uses its police forces, the Technological Crimes Task Force, to suppress opposition. It's a very similar theme to what Oni is in Halo, because in like Oni is kind of has those task forces. His player character codename Konoko, voiced by Amanda Wynn Lee, full name later given as Mai Hasegawa, begins the game working as a TCTF. Soon she learns her employers have been keeping secrets about her past from her. She turns against them. So again, like them being deceitful, which is another Oni trait. She turns against them as she embarks on a quest of self-discovery. The player learns more about her family and origins while battling both the TCTF and its greatest enemy, the equally monolithic criminal organization called the Syndicate. In the game's climax, Konoko discovers a syndicate plan to cause the atmospheric diversion centers, air treatment plants necessary to keep most of the world's population alive, to catastrophically malfunction. She is partially plot, saving a portion of humanity. This could have some like story inspiration, I would say. Acquisition of Bungie by Microsoft 2000 led to the transfer of the Oni IP to Take-Two. Bungie's employees work on Oni had to be completed as quickly as possible. Issues with this multiplayer code.
Yeah, so maybe it's like
very interesting. Like I think there could be, because I think there's story elements. Like it could take inspiration from this.
Yeah, so it could be like not set, nothing to do with Halo at all, but like the what Oni, or the early stages of what Oni was before, maybe getting being in ties with the UNNC.
Yeah, I know about Marathon, Jasper. Marathon is different than this one, but Marathon is definitely has Halo definitely has inspiration from, and some people think it's possibly the same. Hello. I'm back. All right, let's see here. And I need to turn my headset back on. Hold on real quick. Hey, can you hear me, Psycho? There we go.
Yeah.
All right. I just installed Marathon.
Mm.
Oh, nice. Hey, State of Decay has an update. What's that all about? I haven't seen that one get an update in a while.
Yeah, I just I downloaded that update.
All right, Marathon Durandal, the spiritual predecessor, Halo. This was a Mac game. It was only on Apple devices. I have it on there. There we go, guys. My bad. Yeah, it was only on Mac devices at first, Apple. And when Xbox eventually brought it to Xbox later on, and I remember playing a trial for this or something on Xbox Live Arcade. It kind of feels like Doom from what I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
Okay, so 4 Battle Group 3 Central Arm hung motionless above the dusty ball of rock that was CLoWnZ, the second planet of a dim star 97 light years from the gravitational center of the Milky Way. A gigantic battleship, 3 smaller destroyers, and 20 auxiliary craft had not left the system for nearly 6 years. They were not to be relieved for another 2. Harsh world. Now it was a nearly waterless desert. It had been populated 1,000 years ago by a race of highly intelligent creatures who had already landed on their own moons and would soon have headed to other stars. Below, their city stood empty and ruined. Hey, this sounds kind of like the Prometheans, right? Mm-hmm. It was Durandal, the rogue, personality construct, who had brought me here. Sounds like Guilty Spark. Instead of leaving me to be the hero on Tau Ceti like I deserved, I wasn't surprised. He had been the brains behind the defense of the colony ship Marathon. I'd been the brawn. Sent me a message on Discord. Let me check that. Now he says there's fighting to be done and that I've got 15 minutes to prepare for transport down to the planet. Guess I'll figure things out as I go along, just like the last time. This is a computer terminal. Use the activate key to access a computer terminal. Durandal to communicate with mission details. Computer terminals also act as a teleporter. The pattern buffer. Use the activate key to access it. These are switches. One requires an uplink. Toggled with the action. This is so crazy.
It's like Doom 3.
Yeah. Bye bye, alien. Alien scum. I mean, it is like, it's like, well, it's like Doom 1, more or less.
Yeah, that's what. It wasn't that the first Doom. Didn't they call it Doom? Was that, or am I thinking?
I thought you said Doom 3.
Oh no, Doom 3D. Wolfenstein
Oh,
3D
Doom
is the same
3D.
way.
No, oh yeah, no, it's just Doom. I
It's
think.
Wolfenstein 3D.
Yeah.
That's where I'm getting 3D from.
Then there was Duke Nukem 3D.
Yeah. I mean, these were what shooters were back then.
Yeah.
Hence why Halo changed so much.
If the flood is in this, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go. This way. Save. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember where to go from here.
You don't remember how to play this game?
Well, that one room was flashing. Wonder if it had anything to do with that.
Oh shit.
Are you able to jump or no?
No, I think I gotta hit some kind of switch. It's gonna raise a platform or stairs. What's this? Oh wait, what's that? Okay, this is so weird, man.
There's your transporter.
Like this room is different.
Isn't?
Ah. This. It gives me health.
Who was that?
I don't know, man. Yeah, go this way now. Looks new. Ah, this is new. Yeah, so you said there's a free. Jasper said there was a free demo on the 360. That's what I must have played. Yeah. Okay. So it's so interesting to play these like classic games, like Bungie at its like early stages.
Yeah, definitely early stages. This is pre freaking Halo. But I mean, look at all the spin-offs from Doom. You know what I'm saying? Doom inspired Wolfenstein, and inspired, well, or was it vice versa?
Wolfenstein was first, I think, or maybe
So,
Doom was. I don't know. Maybe I don't remember. It was the same dev.
yeah.
So
Both those games inspired, you know, Duke Nukem, inspired
I
this
think
game.
Wolfenstein was first. This.
So a lot of games inspired each other, you know.
What's crazy to think is Microsoft now owns like some of the like creators of genres. You know what I mean? Like Western RPGs. They own a lot of the studios that really kind of forefronted that genre. They own the people that created shooters with id, like on console. You know, Wolfenstein and Doom. And it's crazy. Everybody keeps talking about Bethesda and all those games, RPGs, but nobody's really talking about that Xbox owns id.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Got light bulbs in this? Crazy. What are you playing, Psycho?
I am playing Spirit Furrier. Or I should say Spiritfarer. I haven't been playing much. I just felt, figured come on down, play some Xbox, talk to you, talk about some Halo.
Man, I can't. I need to turn the brightness up on this shit. Holy crap. Gamma. Well, that was awesome. Have you played that Shadows Awakening game?
Shadows Awakening.
It's a free game with gold right now. It's like a dungeon crawler or something.
Oh, no, I have not.
Check it out.
Did you play Pong Soul became a spectator? What was this? Oh, did you kill the stream?
No.
Oh, Pong Soul just became a spectator.
Oh, a speculator?
Yeah, I mean,
It doesn't say it on my chat.
it just popped up live. Huh. I thought he became a spectator before, but
It's weird it's not on my chat. Like it, let me see it. Yeah, he did. No, he already was. Yeah, I just saw it right there. He must have just re-upped or something. Shout out to Pong. Why isn't it doing it? Why didn't it say anything in the chat? That's
weird. Because this is live talking Halo. As Halo goes, so does Xbox, and AssassinLupa just popped up too. There must be.
It must be like when the renewals come through or something. It must automatically be doing that.
Possibly. Yeah, because I don't see anything popped up on the.
Yeah, that means their icons will be blue next time, I assume.
Possibly. Like mine.
So, is the embargo up on Dark Alliance? Because I saw a review on it today.
I don't know. I played it the one night with Pong, tried to do co-op, couldn't do co-op. Then the next day it said, oh, we fixed the bug that kept people from playing co-op together. But I wasn't in the mood of playing video games, so...
This review that I saw said it was the worst game he's played this year. And he's not like, one to leave like just negative reviews. It's interesting. It's very good review actually. Like,
I had a fun time with it. Pong he played as Driscoll, the main protagonist in the book arc. I was playing, was it Wolfbane or Wolfhammer or something? And I was the guy. I was the guy with the giant like hammer. His attacks felt little. They were slow, but they were powerful. I just had to get what his rhythm was, and then I was starting to do better. So it just depends on the person, you know.
This could be cool if it wasn't 30 frames.
Oh, what is that? That's that. So.
Shadows.
Shit. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll have, what is it? 1 more month, pretty much. I'm gonna be in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Oh, nice.
Gonna visit family and good time. So much needed. Freaking time away from all this craziness here in Ohio.
Yeah. This could be a cool little dungeon crawler if it, maybe I'll check it out on PC. But did you check out the Riftbreaker demo?
Oh yeah.
Game's gonna be pretty hardcore, man.
Yeah, that I love that. That freaking demo. That was like an awesome mix of like RTS and like third person. Exactly. That's gonna be so good. I enjoyed it. I played it. I played the demo 3 times, and it looks visually. It looks stunning. It looked really good.
Yeah. Even like the plants moving.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of physics and a lot of uh, cool features that are in that title.
I'll let State of Decay's update finish.
Oh, okay.
Edit the stream. I don't know if I've played State of Decay since update.
I've played it since the 4K 60 patch, but I have not played it with that new 7 gig patch that just came out. Well, actually, there's been like two updates. That's another game we haven't seen that I'm very excited.
State of Decay 3, yeah. I think they're gonna go bigger.
Oh yeah, they didn't show that. I'm not saying the trailer is going to be what the game looks like, but it's going to be a mixture of what 2 was, but more on the higher fidelity that we saw with that trailer. So it's going to be a mixture. I don't think it's going to be ultra realistic at all. But it's going to be a lot more, I think, more realism. I think it's going to be more, I wonder if they're going to be co-op. Because it looks like how that trailer looked. It's like you're solo running. So I wonder if there's going to be somewhat of like maybe like a campaign style that's going to be implemented. I don't know. I'm just excited.
I don't remember where my community's at.
Oh, yeah. That was good. I actually was playing the last time I played this game was with my brother. And we were playing, it took a moment to figure out how to get into one's, game.
Yeah.
But once we figured it out, it was fun. 'Cause we were rolling together and getting things, and you can play on their world.
Gosh.
What?
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
It's a different game right now, bro.
Oh dude, it's so good.
I don't, maybe I haven't played it. I don't know, man. Wow.
It's really cool when you play with other people. It really is. Oh, so you're still in this place, dude? I found I'm like in the city. Well, I'm in the same map where you are,
Yeah.
but
I need
there's
some.
like
I need like help, like figuring it, because this has got a lot of like,
map time.
Management shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And like that's always like my biggest thing. My weakness in games is like the management stuff, because I have such a short attention span. Like I can't grasp the systems. I have to play a lot and continuously in order to really do that. Like I take those shooters like Destiny. It's just there's too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have to be walked into it slowly over time, and I have to stay committed. If I stay away and I go back and there's new stuff, it throws everything off for me, and I feel like I can't get it. This is a lot of that, but it's good. It's done in a good way. Like, see, right now my med stockpile's low, and I need to clear infestations to improve morale.
Yeah.
So I need to get some meds.
Yeah, so you need to update your. Right now, you only get one plague treatment, and it's -2 meds per day. You need to upgrade it so it takes less meds per day, and it produces more plague treatments. And if you don't have If you don't have a character in your um, on your team that is like a nurse or a doctor that can do certain things, just like see, like you don't have anybody that has knowledge of gardening. If you find books and you have a character that has an open slot with their stats, you can actually they can learn traits. I don't know who your
Yeah, I think
original
3 of these guys
person.
are injured. So I need to like.
Who's is Andy your first person that you made?
I don't even remember.
Because you haven't even made anyone leader yet.
Thought I had somebody as a leader.
Maybe they died.
They might have. He's my leader now. Eric.
Eric. Now was he?
Because he's not hurt.
But what does he do for your leadership? Because each person has a uh, benefit of being a leader. So, like, if somebody, let's say, a construction worker, you have better things for construction, so on and so forth. So, some people are better for leadership. Other people, it just depends. Eric is a warlord. The one thing I wish they could do, see how he has a 1-star freaking movie trivia. I wish they can you can get rid of those.
Right.
You see how like everyone has 5 skills right now? If you find somebody that only has 4, they can learn a new skill. Because I got like 2 doctors on my side, and I have somebody that learned how to
I
garden.
think my leader died.
And you could, and I learned taught somebody how to be in like science, computers.
Sup, David? When was the last time I played Doom Eternal? Probably 2 months ago or so, and probably not. I didn't play that long. I played a little while. I think once it hit Game Pass is probably the last time I played it. I just kind of dove back into it for a few levels, or not levels, but a few hours, and now waiting for it to go into get the update. I'm gonna check it out and plan on actually beating the game after it gets the Series X update. Trying to figure out State of Decay 3 right now. I need to heal people's injuries. But can I do that? Like, can I just, okay, so I just go, how do I do that? I go over here.
Healing someone's injuries. You can become that person.
Injuries.
And you need to get plague hearts, plague samples. So you need to go take out the ones with the red eyes.
Yeah. Okay, what's wrong with this guy? Holy shit. Alright, so, inventory. Dude, I haven't played this in so long. I had started getting the hang of it and I stopped playing.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best.
Looks so good now, though.
Oh, it is really good.
Shut up, Alexa.
It's funny. Um, it's I just picked up one of those Nest doorbells.
Oh yeah.
So because I'm gonna be in Florida for God a week and a half, bro, almost 2 weeks. So and like I said, I know I won't be there for Friday.
Right.
Xbox Ultimate Podcast. Um, Depending on when we move Fun Pop, I will be there for that. But I won't be live on camera. I'll just be probably through my phone.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, bud. Yeah, no worries, dude.
Be able to catch that and be able to do that. Yeah, what you need to do. Oh, look, no play card. You need to start going down the road and like find a car, and because you gotta take out plague hearts, and taking out a plague heart helps the morale of the group.
Get down, bitch. Okay.
Yeah, be careful. If you get hit by the ones with the red eyes, you're gonna get infected.
Yeah, I've had to treat a few of those infections before. Yeah, my cars are beat to shit too. What's up, the Hellboy? Can't believe your eyes. I need to repair this. I need a toolkit.
Last Ronin says he can't believe his eyes. State of Decay.
Yes.
Yeah, State of Decay plays really good. I like one of those guys that has to like, uh, it's like really, like a perfectionist. So like unlocking all the. Oh, you shouldn't have hit him.
Uh-oh, these are the red ones.
Watch out for the ferals. No, get off.
We made it.
Yeah, if you see like a green bloated one, don't hit them with your car. They do like this acid decay to your
Bloated ones or
vehicle.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get out and pop them in the head.
I am not playing on hard, no. I don't think I am anyway. I haven't played this in forever. I forget how everything works. Now, I've almost been like determined to like start over from scratch just because like, but I remember there was like this opening sequence that I don't really care to do over again. Ah. But it's so much better now. I think it'd be better off starting over. It's not like I'm far into it.
You might be.
Might be further than I think.
Yes, because where you have like your
My
all
base.
the other, all the other like where your food stock is, it's really high. And for a long time, it took a while for me to get a good supply of food coming.
Right.
So you might be at a good pace, and somewhere you probably don't want to restart.
David, you said Doom Eternal holds up well on 1X. Also, you're thinking since there are players that speedrun Doom Eternal, have you done the meat hook skip method where players skip a good portion of the game? No, I probably would never do that. Yeah, I just wasn't really into Eternal that much, honestly. But I really want to try playing it again once the Series X update comes out, because it's getting even more enhanced graphics, enhanced visuals. Last one, it says playing this on hard is so fun. Juggernaut mode if you trying to go crazy. Yeah, I do that. Sure. I'm just trying to remember how the systems all work and stuff right now.
Yeah.
See, I need outpost slots to claim all these outposts. Oh, here's a gas can. Why can't I take the gas can?
Where?
Gas can right there. Gas can.
Oh no, the gas, like fuel come in like duffel bags. You have to look through all the.
Yeah. Serious stranger. Okay. There's always something that distracts me in this game from like whatever my task was at hand. Alright, mysterious stranger. Who are you? Okay, now why is there a search icon on my base? Pick up the jar. Okay. Did they... I thought they handed it to me. Okay. I just ran over the mailbox.
Yeah, and if you're trying to invite me to a game, you have to go back to your hideout, go to your communications desk, and look for it that way to invite somebody into your game. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
It's not as easy, just like, you know, being able to.
Command center?
Yeah, as long as you have one, you should have like a communication, like the walkie-talkie, where they're trying to reach out the radio station.
Friendly broadcast. Reach out to anyone listening and talk. I'm gonna have to earn a little.
Yeah.
That's like okay.
Yeah, minutes. That's it. You have to. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Let me save this real quick. I'll hop in.
And center.
Where the hell? Why I'm not seeing it?
Alright. Real quick though, forgot I need to install Dark Alliance.
That's what, live tomorrow?
Night.
Oh, nice. Why can't I? What the hell? Oh. How many gigs was State of Decay 2?
State of Decay 2 is not it's like 30 something, I think. I'm gonna go for you. It is 19.
Oh, there it is. Wow, I overlooked it. Wow. I couldn't find it in my freaking library. Like, what the hell?
How big is Dark Alliance?
28 gigs.
David, you said that you can't speedrun, to be honest, but you don't know how. You don't know how, but somehow really speedrunners who play Doom Eternal know their stuff. Trust me if I could. Yeah, I've never been a speedrunner type person, you know? Like, I really don't care about a lot of that stuff. It is impressive to watch sometimes. I've never even tried speedrun anything.
Yeah, I tried to speed run Katana Zero, and I did not work. It did not work out. Optimized for the Series X.
I will be right back, everybody. Alright, I'm back, guys. Hey, I'm actually going to kill this stream. I'm going to start a new stream that's going to start in about an hour and 15 minutes. So I will see, hopefully you guys there. If not, then that's cool too. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate all of you. And take it easy.